So Remember Me was one of the surprises of the Gamescom no? And of yesterday's conferences, Capcom conference, and it's a rather original concept. And how would you describe the game?
So Remember Me is a third-person action-adventure game for the PS3, 360, and PC, coming out in May 2013. And basically in that game you play as Nilin, a young memory hunter who has the power to break into people's minds to steal their memories or change their memories, and see how that affects the world with the butterfly effect. And she has had her memory erased at the beginning of the game, and you embark on a quest to get it back.
You have several playstyles on the game. Yesterday on the demonstration we got some platforming shown. It looked a bit like Uncharted and other cinematic platforming games. Is it always that linear, or are you also focusing on more open areas or different paths of exploration?
So basically the idea creating this game was to have a very clear action-adventure recipe with very well anchored genre codes. So we went for a linear structure, with 50% action, 50% exploration, adventure, and we wanted to keep really control over what the events that the player was going through were and what the emotions we wanted to attach to those moments were. So it's basically going to be a linear structure.
But what we do is we do allow the players the ability to explore the world that we've created within those areas. So whilst the narrative is driven in a linear sense, there's lots of open areas with lots of areas, little nooks and crannies to find secrets and unlock further parts of the story. Yeah,
there's definitely an element of exploration to find all the collectibles and the memories that are in the game world. So yeah.
So you mentioned the main character. She knows nothing about herself. That's the main point of the plot of the game.
Yeah, basically, some people say that amnesia is a fairly common theme in video games, and it's true. But in this case, the theme of the game being memories, and the theme of the game being, how intimate they can be and what can happen if we change them, it made total sense to have her in the position in the beginning where she doesn't know at all who she is, and she's going to realize progressively that all the powers that she has and how she can dramatically change the world with them.
She has a unique power, which is the memory remix, right? It reminds me a bit of Ghost Trick, which is also a Capcom game. What can you do in that specific alternative world of memories?
So basically, when you enter a memory, you're the puppeteer. Okay, you have full control over the 3D scene, and you can rewind and forward the scene as many times as you want using the left stick on your gamepad. And as a memory hunter, you are first looking for the memory glitches, which are these little things, these little cracks in the memory that you're going to be able to use to solve the riddle. And then once you have found those, you can try and combine different solutions, and you're looking for the one solution that will bring you to your objective. But there are many combinations that will have an outcome, a fail outcome, but some of them will be pretty funny. For instance, we have memory bugs whereby you kill the person that you're remixing in his own memory. So when you come back out, there's no way you're going to come back out because you can't remember that you're dead. So we have this kind of things, and we have incentives for the players to explore the memories with achievements, for instance. But basically, you're looking for the one outcome that is then going to be affecting the world.
And what about the art style? It looks like we are in a new trend of futuristic art style. It also looks like a bit like another Capcom game, another Capcom classic, which is called PN03. And which are your inspirations artistically?
Well, artistically, we wanted to do something that was very new, and I know people have been drawing references from what we've shown, but what we showed is only a portion of what the game will offer, and we'll have basically the game cycle. The game mood will span from early dawn to nighttime, and what you saw was in the nighttime, and it will go from sunny weather to rainy weather, and there's going to be many things. So it's really about having a future that is believable, in which the people are totally living as happy people, carrying the Sen, which is that implant that you must have heard about, and that they all bought of their own will. And we don't want we didn't want to create just another post-apocalyptical world. Although I like those games as well. And so, and the idea was also to bring a lot of contrast in the game. So if you look at the game's art style, you can tell that it's not just shades of gray and green, and it's really colorful. And what we show in the future with new environments as well, going from the slums to the city landscapes to the high Paris where the high society lives, will prove that there is much more to come.
Let's wait and see. This is a new Western collaboration for Capcom. This is a new bet for Western studios. How has been that collaboration and that relationship, and how everything came up?
Well, I mean, the Western collaboration as a strategy from Capcom has been going on for quite some time now. Interestingly, I used to work at Ninja Theory before I joined Capcom to work on this project, so I have more experience of it and have brought that sense of collaboration between Japan and America and the developer with me to the relationship that we're building together between Capcom and Dontnod. Certainly the intention is for us to build this as a really strong partnership that will build this into a really important franchise for us going forward. And I think we've had some really good discussions. We're very passionate about making games, both of us, and we have very strong views on how we do things. But the thing that makes me feel incredibly happy is that we can have these discussions, talk about how we can improve the game and how we can take the game in cool directions, and we come to a great conclusion, and then we get on and make the game. So that's the thing that makes us both happy, I think.
Any further comments on that relationship?
Yeah, well, the kid in me, when I was doing the conference yesterday, was looking at the Capcom logo, and in a way I was going, fuck yeah, it's like a dream come true for the gamer inside me, and it's incredible to be working with a company that has such a legacy in terms of the brands and portfolio, and at the same time bringing new blood, to be like the new thing in that portfolio is even better, and we think we're a nice addition to the Capcom catalog, and we're very proud of that. And as far as the collaboration goes, I totally agree. We discuss things. We sometimes argue over things, but it's always for the better, and so it's a very constructive relationship.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hope this is a game to remember. Thank you.
It will be.